Hello viewers, I was having a lot of reliability issues with the Ooma Google Voice phone service I was using, and so a few weeks ago I switched over to this Ooma phone service. And while I have some complaints about the service itself, it has so far proven to be reliable. My major complaint with it is the audio quality is just not what I believe it should be for a hardwired service. However, considering that probably upwards of 95 or more % of the calls that I make either go to or come from a cell phone, from a practical standpoint, the audio quality really doesn't make that much of a difference. So I'm going to live with it for now. However, what I could not live with is the fact that the volume of the calls was so loud you could not hold the telephone anywhere near your ear. I called them, Ooma, and I made my complaint known, and they passed it up the chain all the way to their engineers, and I was told something along the lines of, the volume can't be changed. Now I find it nearly impossible to believe that there's no parameter in the software that runs in this device that alters the gain output of that audio jack right there that leads to the telephones. However, it's just not worth my time to fight with them to get it to be changed. I went onto the internet and I could find a host of complaints from people that have this service saying that the audio is way too loud. So I am not alone. Needless to say, without getting any help from them, I took things into my own hands as I often have to do, and I built myself a solution. This is a series loop of 100 ohm resistors. I got this from the Sandman Enterprises. They have a lot of interesting telephone equipment on their in their store. If you ever need any kind of exotic or uncommon component, they most likely will have it. And so I just took these resistors and I soldered them together to add a total of 500 ohms of resistance onto the line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this onto the main feed here in the bedroom by the modem, and this is going to cut down the volume to a satisfactory level. So let's get a sample of what the audio sounds like now, and this is not going to be a really technically advanced means of doing it, but it's going to prove a point here.
United Bank, time 3:30. Current temperature 50 degrees. Becoming mostly cloudy today, highs middle 50s. West winds gusting to 30. Partly cloudy tonight, low 45. Sunday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain, high in the mid 50s.
So you could see that it was peaking over 80 numerous times. A phone line really should not have audio much above 60 on it. So it's way too loud. So I have this here. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. I'll cut the video for this because I need two hands to do this. Actually, I want to show one more thing before I plug this in. What I do is I just solder these together here, and they're not going to, they're not going to short out. It can't touch each other. But what I did do here, because there would have been a shorting issue, is I filled the inside of the. I don't want to show the carpet camera. I want to show the thing in front of you. I need to clean the lens on the camera. It's been having some focusing issues recently. I filled this connection with hot glue because these kind of connectors are not meant to take wires that are already stripped. So I just filled that with hot glue so that the wires can't contact each other inside the connection. So there we go, it's connected. I have to get a different adapter when it's just a single outlet. This is a dual outlet, but that's all I have on here at the moment. So it goes from the modem into this feed. This is the main feed that goes over to the surge protector, and then it comes back from the surge protector and goes through the amplifier and the rest of the PBX and the rest of the outlets. Where's the PBX? There it is. So anyways, that's connected now. So let's go ahead and make another call. And just to prove a point here, a normal conversation is usually between 60 and 65 decibels. So you can see my discussion here is right about 60 to 61, 62, which is what the phone line should be.
Looking for the closest bank? It's in the palm of your hand when you download our mobile banking app, People's United Bank NA, member FDIC. Today is Saturday, April 27th. People's United Bank, time 3:34. Current temperature 50 degrees. Becoming mostly cloudy today, highs in the mid-50s, a west wind gusting to 30. Partly cloudy tonight, lows in the mid-40s. Sunday, partly sunny with a 50% chance of rain, a high in the middle 50s.
So you can see during that call, it was much more controlled. It's still a hair louder than I'd like it to be, but I only bought 10 resistors and I'm not going to order anymore. I can deal with it being at this volume level. And this is actually a pretty economical fix. It doesn't say the price in there. Where's the order form? It was less than $2 to get those resistors. It was a total of $1.69 for those 10 resistors. So stuff there's pretty reasonably priced too as well. So that's my fix for now to get the volume down to a reasonable level. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.